Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
First down for this offense. Power football with the run. At the 45 on his way. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back, and he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell this.
A shot toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Guys, in basketball through the years, we've seen the Big Ten ACC Challenge, and it'll be fun to watch this one on the football field.
I think this is going to be a real test of physicality. I know these are two conferences that pride themselves on that, going out and establishing the line of scrimmage. So, David, interesting X's and O's matchup here in this one.
Yeah, and it's always cool to have those measuring stick opponents. Like, once we start getting deeper in the season and start having the comparison game, well, you have a matchup, a big matchup of a Big Ten school versus an ACC school. This will be used in the college football playoff criteria.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He makes the connection. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, create some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. With the catch, it's Lee. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. You can hand it to him. You can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. 3rd down play from the gun. He lets it fly. And it's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Bringing it back. And the returner will be dragged down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Right back to him on the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. They convert on 3rd down as he gets him to the 46-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He'll pull it down. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Caught behind the line. It's Jones. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play. Able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
It's 3rd down, and the line to gain is to 36. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Jones. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a 1st down.
He'll pull it down and run. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line.
He can throw it. He can buy time. He can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that when he loses 4 on the carry. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Touchdown, Cuse! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State speed, sending the offense back out. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
That's caught. It's Burks. On the move at the 30. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Set up for second and short after that completion. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. He's able to get the tackle for loss.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is four-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them four-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Running back searching for a hole. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
It's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. And how about that one running it too? Great push up front.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. On the run, it's Lee. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snaps, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating a loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. He got it. So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's looking to throw it. They're trying to get to it. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Cyclones will kick it away to crank up the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll open the second half on the ground. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Washington went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskies always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Skips away from pressure. Makes the grab. It's Lee. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Cyclones want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Working on the right. And he'll be brought down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throw.
They're working that left side. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
3rd down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, 3rd and short. Now set up.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal with time. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Syracuse. That dude ought to have a lethal sticker on his helmet. Anytime he touches it, it can be a score. He touched it, and it was.
No doubt. Unbelievable speed. And if you're back deep for a kickoff, obviously you got those wheels. But to be able to get through, and guess what? No flags. You know it's going to count. Great job by the special teams being special.
Gathering up a head of steam out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Palmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. Takes a shot. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking for room. It's Lee. Ran through the contact. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this guy.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Unloads to the right. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. The sweet feet buy a little time. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Lost one deep down the right side. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offensive's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
Got his man quickly. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all...
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
They've got the weapons to stay aggressive. They just made a big play. Let's see if we can take a shot here into the end zone, score, and try to save as much time on the clock as we can.
Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got him downfield. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Cyclone! Lead in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Smashes through the tackle. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there.
And he's running in the open. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense has needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run there.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead on 1st and goal, but they can also drain the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And I think my thought process needs to be points are good. Because if I get a field goal here, that's fine. I take the lead by more than a field goal. They got to go the length of the field. But I also want to run this clock, let it continue to work. But the goal is to get a touchdown. So let's see what this offense dials up next.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Touchdown, Cuse. And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Going up top on 1st down. Here's a throw downfield late. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And what a fortuitous turn of events to get that football back. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the offense gets the ball back. How lucky are they? 5 points of pressure, high and tight. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's taking a deep shot. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
After being stopped there on fourth down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with a loss.
They want to throw it. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow over there on the other sideline. Trying to get to it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Orange! These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, and coffee. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
25.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as Yafes comes out to start the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He's going up top here late in the game. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Really nice focus by his sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football.